Hey, ever wanted to make your own video game music? In today's video we're breaking down how to write a Mega Man style track based on the Gravity Man level. So get comfortable, relax, drop me a like as it really helps support the channel, and let's get into it. So we're going to start with a bass that is just a simple line, and then together. Let's add some drums to that. Yep, that's just a bass drum and a open hi-hat, and they're just building up, getting faster as they go along. And we're just doing this octave on the lead sound. And just some toms, just at the end of it to lead it into the verse. So I just put a verse down and I started with the drums. I just went for a very simple beat like that, and we've got some hi-hats. Just played that on top of it, and we had a crash at the beginning there. And then the bass line is just the same, but now going down to the F. So just A minor and F. Yep, so then I put down the chords. Just A minor and F. And we've got the bottom half of A minor, C, and then B and a D at the end. And finally, we have this lead sound. Good, very simple melody, just like 2 on each and then a run, then 2 on each note that is, and then a different run at the end. That should loop back around, but when we copy and paste it, we want to make some variations, which sound like this. And all I've done there is moved the synth lead to a different lead, very similar lead though, and we've got this arpeggiator down the bottom, which is the main thing that's changing. Just following the chords, but doing an octave above it. Yeah, just to show you, it's just an up pattern on the arpeggiator, and it's at 16. And the only other thing I've done is again put these toms to lead it into the next section. So good, and then we'll go into Future Shelby here. I'm making a course and I want to know what DAW and music software are you using. It will help me decide what I use ultimately to make the course, so that would be really handy. If you could like, comment and subscribe, that would be good too. Let's get back to it. A variation, and the chords there are going, let's look at the arpeggiator, I think that shows them the best. So we have got just going from F, F major to G major to A minor, and the second time round exactly the same thing. We have got this one extra note at the top which technically makes it an F right at the end. We've got this lead line. So something punchy, and then lots of notes together to give it differentiation between the two halves of the passage. And the bass line is just following the chords, yeah, just F, G, A minor. And the drums are basically doing the same thing, apart from we've changed the hi-hats to a ride cymbal, and that is that section. And then instead of just copy and pasting that lead line again, we've got the same chord sequence, but we've got a different lead line. So I brought in this lead here. Reminds me of something from Street Fighter, that sound. And I put some bells on top of it, because why not? But everything else is the same. Right, and then I think maybe one more time. So can you spot the difference? We have got another line here, which is a harmony of the previous melody, and we have gone up, well, let's look at the original one. So we can see that we started on the, well, let's look at that note there. So we've got the F there, and here we've got the A. So we're harmonizing in a third. All I did there was copied and pasted it and moved everything up a third. And then we've just got this at the end. Like an offbeat pattern that will hopefully, we'll try in a second, loop it back round. Yep, I think that works. Pop down any questions you've got whilst we're having a listen now to the whole track. I'll turn on the mastering as well. Okay, as you can see, it's only minute 16, but for action level, that is about appropriate. I think it's probably about the same length as most Mega Man tracks, to be honest. As you can hear, it's much more 16-bit, maybe even 32-bit with these sounds instead of the original NES sounds. Any questions, pop them down below, like and subscribe and all that. That would definitely help out, and I will see you in the next tutorial.